Hey, Sharon here from Content Sparks. And recently I sent out an email to my subscribers with 3 different ideas for ways you can use AI in combination with one of your PLR courses to create some promotional material to get people to actually enroll in, get interested in, and buy your course. So in this video, I'm going to walk through an actual demo of using those 3 different methods with some follow-up prompts to see what you get. I'm using this demo, our course on how to use PLR to grow your business called From PLR to Profit. Now, the first prompt here is to help you create a 5-day email challenge. And I'm using ChatGPT, as you can see, and I have a paid plan. And I'm also in a team account, but you can also be in your own account and make sure you're not sharing the information to train their model, because I'm going to upload information or content from the course for ChatGPT to use in creating the promotional materials. Here I've uploaded the course book, and the first prompt is to create a 5-day email challenge to promote and teach quick wins from the course. And when you're creating a challenge, you don't want to copy everything that's taught in the course. You just want to get some quick wins. So the prompt is to create some quick wins. I've attached the course book. I'm telling it that. And I'm saying specifically each email should include a short tip, an easy task that gives a quick win and can be completed in less than an hour, plus a teaser for what's next. And I specified the challenge should not cover everything in the course. Instead, it should just focus on a few quick wins that then lead people to wanting to sign up for the course. And it confirmed with me what it's going to do. And it went ahead and gave some subject lines and gave 5 different emails that are very specific, even including the time to complete. Make sure you always check that, because ChatGPT doesn't really know, or any AI doesn't really know how long it takes for somebody to do something. That's where your role as the AI, say, auditor or assisting the AI and overseeing it is really important. So I've got those, but I want them to match my tone. So I said rewrite each one to match my tone and formatting preferences, add alternate subject lines, include a call to action at the end of each message that encourages signups for my full course. Then add a worksheet to go with each. So I'm giving it a lot of stuff in one prompt, and we'll see what it comes up with. It's saving it in its memory as well. So it's giving me the downloadable worksheets, and it said it will do the emails next. So it's breaking it up itself. And I said, just create those worksheets in Word for me to download, then do the emails. So you're going to have to keep prompting it, again, overseeing it, giving it more instructions. It gave me worksheets that I can then click on and download in Word. And then it said it would then do the first email, but I didn't really want those. I looked at the worksheets and they weren't really clearly formatted. So I said, can you make those worksheets in Google Docs with formatting that gives people space to fill in blanks or check off items? It's not very good at formatting things. So sometimes you just have to take it, whatever it gives you, and then work on it yourself to create some formatting. So it did do that. And I would just upload those to Google Docs. And then it went right on, asked me whether to continue with the emails, and I said, just go ahead. So it's gone through and it's given me subject lines. It's changed the tone a bit to match my style guide, which I've put into my customization settings. And it does sound more like me. I would certainly go through and edit it more, but it's given more specifics on what to do. It's given an attachment to the worksheet, which of course you would replace, a sneak peek into tomorrow, and then a call to action. So all of that's done. I had it keep going day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's done all of those. I have in my instructions, it's set to stop after each section and confirm with me to move ahead. So that's just why I keep saying go ahead. And if you do that and have it do things in portions, in segments, you'll get a little bit more detail, because your AI tends to shorten its responses otherwise. Just a little trick there. So it's done all 5. It then did ask me whether I wanted a wrap-up email, which I hadn't asked it for, but was a great idea. So I said, go ahead and do that. It's given me a wrap-up with a lot more details with my call to action. And I've got the good basis now for a 5-day challenge that I wouldn't have to add a lot to, just tweak the emails and have all the contents and worksheets put together, and even ask me whether I wanted them all in one downloadable document, which is helpful for students or participants in a challenge to have all that information in one place. So I said, go ahead and do that. And then it asked me whether I wanted a landing page for it. So I said, go ahead and do that. Drafted a nice landing page so that I can then work with that, maybe revise it a bit, and set up an opt-in page for my challenge. And it's pretty much ready to go. And anything else you want to use, you could keep asking for drafts. But I wanted to start with something else, more promotional material, which was the second part of what I shared in that email. And I said, here's the full PowerPoint slide deck from the course. So I gave it the course book, but now I'm giving it the full PowerPoint. And with ChatGPT, it can see the slideshow and open up PowerPoint. Not all AI assistants can do that. I asked it to please create a 10-minute video script to promote the course. When you're doing any kind of sales page, it can help to have some sort of video on the landing page. And I told it to highlight the key problems it solves, who it's for, what results it delivers, and end with a call to action to buy or enroll. And it went ahead and did that, gave me a script. Now, most of the time with these video scripts, they don't sound very natural, but they're a good starting point. And you can follow up by saying, okay, rewrite the script so it sounds more natural when read out loud, and suggest where I could include visuals or slides in the video. So it went ahead and revised it. I've given it a lot of transcripts and other things from other things I've done, other content I've created when I created my brand voice and style and guide that I put in my customization settings in ChatGPT. So that does help when it's writing a video script to sound more like me. And it's gone ahead and done that. With, hey there, it's Sharyn from Content Sparks, and a quick question for you. Do you have PLR content sitting on your hard drive that you meant to use but never quite got around to? Maybe you bought it in a sale, it looked perfect, but now it's just collecting digital dust. So that's the beginning. I already altered it a bit when I was saying it out loud, but you can see how it does sound a little bit more natural. And it goes through, continues with more information about the course, gave me visual ideas, went through what you'll learn, a nice little overview that it says is under 10 minutes, but you'd have to practice and test it and see whether it really is. And it does, at the end of each prompt, ask if I want something else, like a teleprompter script, but I often just ignore those unless I need ideas for other content I want next. In this case, I said write a 2 to 3 minute shorter version I can use on social media. So it tightened it up, cut out some stuff, and I can again use that as the basis for a much shorter video. Now, the next thing I did in this practice demo session is I asked for a shortened version of the PowerPoint with just 10 to 15 slides to do a mini lesson. And that was a lot tougher. I didn't love the results, so I'm not going to walk through that all. It's tough if you're trying to pull out one module from a course and create a mini lesson. So that can work well as a kind of lead-in promo webinar when you're selling a course, but using an AI to do that can be tough. It's better for you to pull out one lesson that you think would work well and then have it adjust that. So I tried a few different things here. This is where you need to play around with your AI yourself and see what works best. And that was not brilliant. So I'm going to just move on to the next prompt that I shared, which is to get some good content for sales page to really connect with people based on the latest trends. And the prompt I used was, for this course, what current small business challenges or trends does the course address in 2025? That's the year that we're looking at right now. Based on current needs or industry trends, suggest specific pain points and goals this course can help solve. Now it has access to the web, so it should be able to look at that. And it did give me some different challenges addressed. I don't have links here to confirm that these are the challenges, but just by reading it, I know from my own experience that these are correct. So one is content overload without strategy. It states the trends, business owners are buying tons of templates, AI tools, and PLR then freezing. The pain point, I have folders full of stuff, but no idea what to do with it. How the course helps, it gives a simple, repeatable system to turn existing PLR into tangible results like lead magnets, email sequences, and paid products. So it's pulling that also from the course information that I've given it, but also looking online to see what the trends are. And again, I know my topic, so I know that this is correct, but it's put it into nice wording that I can use on a sales page. The second one was burnout from content creation and audience building. You probably already know that. Pain point, I can't keep up with the demand for social posts, blogs, and freebies and offers. How the course helps, stop reinventing the wheel. Then it gave me a third one, low conversion from random freebies or generic offers. Fourth, pressure to monetize quickly amid economic uncertainty. And you know that's very topical for 2025, really a lot of times. Rising costs, unstable revenue streams, pain point, I need a new offer but don't have time to build one from scratch. Sound familiar? And how the course helps. So we got 5 different ones here, even one dependence on AI without a strategy. So business owners are playing with AI tools but not using them to build real assets. ChatGPT gives me ideas, but I still don't know how to launch anything. So the course helps by showing you how to combine PLR with some AI as well. And it shows a summary, current small business goals. You can see how just that one prompt gave me a lot of information. And it prompted me, do I want more about talking about trends? And I said, no, list 3 marketing angles or campaign ideas I could use to position this course as a timely and relevant solution. It gave me marketing angles as well. Stop drowning in content you never use. Theme, a hook, all sorts of ideas for where I can use that. And with each of these angles, I can then continue on. And when I do my sales page for the course, add some of that in. I can give it the sales page copy that we include sometimes with our courses and have it add these in relevant places. So you can just keep going on and it'll give more suggestions. Do I want an email sequence, a sales page, all different sorts of things. So hopefully this video has shown you some ways to start combining your PLR with some AI to promote your courses. You have the content, you just need to create any other assets that you want for your personal promotional strategy and funnel. So let me know if you have any questions. Hope that was helpful. Take care now.